Then he steps into frame, Jungkook, and for a brief, suspended moment, everything seems to slow. Not because he asks it to, but because the world instinctively holds its breath. This is not the kind of beauty that demands attention with noise. It arrives softly, almost cautiously, like a memory you didn't realize you missed until it returned. Calm, glowing, untouchably present. In ELLE Korea X Chanel Beauty, Jungkook doesn't just appear. He unfolds the at first glance. It's easy to think you've seen this before. Jungkook, global pop icon. Jungkook, BTS's golden magne. Jungkook, the face that has filled stadiums, screens, and timelines across the world. But something here feels different. Stripped of spectacle, free from performance, he stands in a space where charisma doesn't need choreography, where stillness speaks louder than movement, where the camera doesn't chase him. He invites it closer. The light traces his features gently, never intruding, never forcing. Chanel Beauty frames him not as a trend, but as a moment, timeless, deliberate, quietly powerful. His gaze is steady, thoughtful, as if he's looking past the lens and into something only he can see. And that's when the intrigue begins. Because this isn't about fashion alone. It's about presence. About the kind of confidence that no longer needs to prove itself. For years, Jungkook's story has been told through motion. Through dance breaks that defy gravity, vocals that stretch emotion to its limit, performances that leave no doubt about his dedication. But here, the narrative changes. The movement pauses. The sound fades. What remains is essence that I in this collaboration with ELLE Korea and Chanel Beauty. Jungkook becomes something more abstract, more intimate. He is no longer just the idol under bright stage lights. He is a man standing comfortably in his own evolution. Every subtle expression feels intentional. Every breath feels measured. There is a maturity here that wasn't announced, only revealed as the visuals unfold. You start to realize the real story isn't what you're seeing, it's what you're feeling. A sense of calm washes over the frame, but beneath it runs a quiet intensity, like the surface of still water hiding a powerful current. This duality has always been part of Jungkook's appeal, but now it's refined, distilled, almost poetic. Halfway through, something shifts that it's subtle at first, a change in posture, a flicker in his eyes. The calm doesn't disappear, but it deepens. What once felt serene now feels intentional, grounded in experience. This is the twist. The moment you realize this isn't a snapshot of who Jungkook is, it's a glimpse of who he has become. There's a weight to his presence now, shaped by years of expectation, growth, and self-discovery. The camera captures not just his beauty, but his resilience. The quiet strength of someone who has lived under constant observation and emerged not hardened, but illuminated. Chanel Beauty doesn't mask him, it complements him, enhances what's already there without overwhelming it. And suddenly, the glow makes sense that it's not just aesthetic. It's earned. This is the Jungkook who understands stillness, who knows when to step forward and when to simply exist. The Jungkook who no longer needs to fill every second with motion to be compelling. In this ELLE Korea feature, beauty becomes a language, and Jungkook speaks it fluently. Without raising his voice, the story continues. The visuals linger, inviting the viewer to stay a little longer. To notice the details, the way light rests on his skin, the quiet confidence in his expression, the seamless harmony between artist and brand. Chanel Beauty becomes more than luxury, it becomes atmosphere. A shared philosophy of elegance without excess. By the time the final frames approach, there's a sense of completion, but not an ending. More like a pause, an open door, the kind that makes you wonder what comes next, even as you appreciate what you've just seen. Jungkook doesn't wave goodbye. He doesn't need to. The moment stays with you, long after the screen fades. And that's the power of this collaboration. It doesn't shout. It resonates. It reminds us that true impact doesn't always come from being the loudest in the room, but from being the most present.